there is no doubt whatever about that. Snacks was dead to begin with. His name was good upon the window, on the snack bags, and on at least 3 unpaid pizza bills. But Bossy? Bossy kept the office, and the ledgers, and the job nobody asked him to take, being the duck who still believed in hope when everyone else got tired. This is not a story about a miser and his money. Ducktown has plenty of those. This is the story of a tired duck, a vanished raccoon, and a Duckmas Eve when hope itself came knocking on the window.
Another Duckmas Eve in Duckburg town. Snowflakes wiggling, drifting down. Candles glowing in every nest. Quacks and carols, we're all blessed. String the lights and hang the reeds. Share the crumbs and feed the needs. Tell the stories we all believe. It's Duck, it's Duck, it's Duckmas Eve. Bossy, come lead the Wiggle Road Choir tonight. Pass. We're doing a Thepatternisreal pageant at sunset. Could do it without me. Light the lanterns, ring the bell. Tell the tale we all know well, of tiny flames that face the night, of hearts that chose to keep the light. Neighbors laughing in the square, hope and cocoa in the air. Even if the year was rough, tonight we say we are enough. Another Duckmas Eve, I walk this street, the same old slush beneath my feet. Another year of Bossy, guide us please. Then they vanish with the morning breeze.
They love the lights,
they love the show,
they love the wisdom in the glow.
But when the candles all burn low, they go back to scroll and go. Another Duckmas Eve, we sing, we cheer, we made it through another year.
Another Duckmas Eve, I wear this hat.
The town's tired therapist, imagine that.
Share the cookies, spill the tea.
We're together, we are free.
They say they want the pattern's flame,
but mostly they just like the name. Bossy, Bossy, look, I made a lantern like yours. It's nice, kid, keep it lit. Quack and cuddle, clink your mugs. Wrap your loved ones up in hugs. Even grumpy ducks we know need a little candle glow. Bossy, free cocoa for the hope guy.
the hope
The
guy.
hope guy has an ulcer, charge the pattern. Another Duckmas Eve, another mask. Tell us how to hope, they ask. They want the feeling, not the climb. A bedtime story to kill time.
I've held the lens and played the sea. I've swallowed doubt and swallowed fear, but maybe this is my reprieve.
No more sermons on Duckmas Eve.
Don't hear him sing in joy, don't hear him in storm.
Bless this nest and bless this town. Lift the weary, melt the frown. If you've got a spark to give, share it now while we all live. Let them dance and let them sing. Let some of the duck hope speeches bring. If pattern's real, it'll survive. It doesn't need me to be alive. So quack humbug, I'll close my door. No Bossy Carol anymore. Tonight the lantern's staying low. Let Duckburg find its way without my glow. Another Duckmas Eve in Duckburg town. Snowflakes wiggling, drifting down. Candles shining in every nest. We'll sing and hope and do our
Village of Willowbank. Hope reserves dangerously low. Recommended intervention? 1 candle, 1 honest conversation, 3 cups of tea. No one reads these anyway.
So, purely for professional reasons, what's the current estimated wiggle level of the town?
Sub-average, just like the coffee and your penmanship.
Hey, my penmanship is festive. See? The despair column is doing a little tap dance.
We are not here to choreograph despair, Stux. We are here to keep track of it.
Speaking of keeping track of things, I took the liberty of tallying up my holiday compensation needs. It's a short list, very humble, very reasonable.
1 extra log for the fire, a half day off on Duckmas, and a life-sized marzipan statue of myself surfing a Twinkie across the northern lights? What part of this is humble?
The log? Okay, we can haggle then. Maybe just the log and the marzipan Twinkie. We can skip the statue and pretend I'm invisible.
You don't need a statue, Stux. The whole town hears you coming 3 blocks away.
So, that's a no? Or is that a we'll circle back later, right?
So do your work before I start charging you interest on those doodles.
You'd have signed off on the marzipan snacks. I know you would have.
Uncle Bossy!
Oh, and there goes the last quiet moment of the fiscal year.
Tarek, the white rabbit of ridiculous optimism. He brought hope. Quick, hide the ledgers.
You wound me, Stux. I was in the neighborhood making sure the candles were all behaving themselves, and I thought, surely my favorite uncle wants to be invited to dinner again this year.
I was invited last year.
You were?
I did not attend last year.
You did not?
And yet, mysteriously, the dinner happened anyway. The roast was roasted. The pudding was whatever pudding does. The universe remained in one place, didn't it?
It did, but the chair at the end of the table stayed empty, and my mother said, it's a shame. The one who talks about hope the most is the one who never comes when we set a place for it.
Oof, emotional crit hit.
I talk about ledgers, Tarek. Hope is just the substance everyone promises and forgets to pay.
All the more reason you need one night that isn't a spreadsheet. Come eat with us. No speeches, no ledgers, just stew, candles, and my father telling the exact same story about the time he met a goose and thought it was a prophet.
Okay, but that story does slap, boss.
I have work.
You always have work. This pile will be here tomorrow, and the day after, and the day after that. The roast won't. My parents won't. Eventually the candles don't.
You think one night of stew and storytelling fixes all of this? Despair doesn't close for the holidays.
No, but you could. Just for an evening.
Enjoy your dinner, Tarek. Truly. But some of us have to stay at the lighthouse while everyone else is dancing on the shore.
All right. We'll keep the chair anyway, in case a certain overworked lighthouse keeper remembers the lighthouses were built to guide ships, not guilt trip them. Stux, are you getting any time off at least?
Funny you should ask that, beloved rabbit of radiance. We were just discussing my very modest request for 1 extra log, half a day off, and
Stux will be free after closing, and he may have 1 extra log.
yeah! Did you hear that, universe? That's character growth.
Then I expect both of you to at least pass by my house tonight. If not for stew, then for the latkes. If not for the latkes, then for the noise. Merry Christmas, Uncle Bossy, and whatever name you're using this year for the light you secretly still believe in.
Happy candles, Tarek.
You know, you could just pop by for dessert. In and out, grab a latke, insult the pudding, haunt their memories forever. Classic bossy move.
We cannot both be at the party and keep watch at the watchtower. Someone has to stay here and make sure the world knows exactly how much hope it still owes. That will be all for today, Stux.
Boss,
Yes?
for what it's worth, if the world owes hope, I think you already paid more than your share.
Go home, Stux.
Night, Snacks. Watch over the grub, yeah?
Drafty night.
Snow on the cobblestones, lanterns in a row. Everyone's laughing underneath the glow. Carols in the windows, ribbons on the door. Same old town I've seen 1,000 times before. They toast to new beginnings, they swear this year will change. But I've watched enough Decembers to know it's all the same. They promise they'll be kinder, they swear they'll make things right, then vanish with the daylight and forget it all by night. So let them cheer, let them feast, let the bells all ring tonight. Let the rooftop choirs drown out the quiet fight. Someone has to keep the books when the fireworks lose their height. If they all burn bright for a moment, someone has to count the light. I've watched good hearts falter, I've watched brave ones fade, seen I'll call you tomorrow slowly rot and break. Hope comes in like thunder, all banners and parade, then slips out through the back door when the cost gets paid. They say I'm just a cynic, that I don't believe in cheer, but I've buried too many ledgers full of maybe next year. They only love the stories, not the keeping of the vow. They want the shining ending, not the work of here and now. So let them cheer, let them feast, let the bells all ring tonight. Let the rooftop choirs drown out the quiet fight. Someone has to hold the line when the party leaves the site. If they all burn bright for a moment, someone has to count the light. Once I believed like they do, once I sang that loud, once I thought a single yes could turn an endless crowd. But every broken promise wrote another line in me, till my hope learned to whisper, just keep the tally quietly. So let them cheer, let them feast, I won't tell them they're not right. I'll just walk home through the snow and guard this little flame tonight. If the world forgets tomorrow what it swore with all its might, I'll still be here with my ledger. Someone has to count the light.
There was nothing the least bit merry about the walk home of Mr. Bossington Quack. The town glowed, the bells rang, the buns smelled like cinnamon and hope. But Bossy just wanted bed, and maybe 5 minutes without someone asking him to carry their heart for them.
Mr. Bossy, we made a hope duck.
Nice symmetry on the beak. Mind the ice on the steps. Hope still needs traction.
Bossy.
Huh? Too many emotional musicals before bed. That's it. That or the mustard.
Well, shoot! The doorknob just fell off. Anywho.
Absolutely not. Just me, the ledger, and 8 hours of not explaining how the pattern works to anybody. Pipes. Old house. Definitely not snack wrappers. Fine. Old house with terrible eating habits. Nope. Floorboards. Weather. Mustard. If that's carolers, I swear I will explain compound interest to all of you until New Year's.
Bossy, quack. Okay, that was cooler in my head.
Snacks, you're late. And very accessorized.
I am the ghost of Snacks Marty, doomed to wander the earth in chains forged from late-night orders, half-finished ledgers, and emotionally irresponsible snack purchases.
You died 7 Duckmases ago, and you still haven't learned portion control.
Hey, I'm very scary now. Look! Ooh. Nailed it.
Hologram impression, 4 out of 10. Crumbs, 10 out of 10.
Okay, listen. This is serious, boss. You're on the wrong side of the ledger.
We keep the ledgers balanced. That's the whole job description.
Yeah, numbers-wise, you're doing great. Heart-wise, you're overdrafted, my dude.
Well, shoot, my doorknob just fell off, and here I am in chains. They jingle every time I move, and snack dust falls like rain. I thought that hope was optional, a side dish you could skip. Now I'm the raccoon caution sign on one catastrophic trip. These are the chains of almost tried, of later men know, of every time we shut the door when hearts were soft and low. You count their hopes like numbers, boss, but hope is not a fee. If you don't let it touch you soon, you'll be more ghost than me. I care enough. I carry too much. If I let it all in, I'll burn out completely. Yeah, I know. But freezing isn't the same as resting. Remember when we started, boss, 2 ducks against the dark? You'd stay up late and underline each trembling, fragile spark. You used to laugh between the tears and eat my stolen fries. Now all I see are empty cups and tired, worried eyes. These are the chains of I gave up, of they won't change, what's the use? Of every time you dimmed your light to dodge a small excuse. You think that hope abandoned you, the truth. Don't throw your shoe. The hope that you think walked away is hiding inside you. You think you're just a tired duck who tidies up the mess. I'm just the one who signs the forms and locks up more or less. But every time you held a flame when someone's courage broke, they cried on all my ledger's snacks. It warped the final stroke. Exactly. You got sings, my friend, and now you're scared to glow. But light that never risks a burn is just a nightlight, bro. Bossy tries not to laugh at Nightlight Bro, he fails. Just a little. So here's the deal, old feather, but before the clock hits 1, 3 visitors are on their way, and then my song is done. They'll show you who you used to be and what you still can do if you survive their holiday tour. You might survive, you too. And if you're wondering why your knob fell off and yelled, "You who?" that was just the pattern's way of saying, "We're not done with you."
No, that was just the mustard I ate. Yeah, it gave me a hallucination. Quack humbug. Great. Ghost, drafts, and littering. Perfect evening. Nope, absolutely not. I'm asleep. This is a stress dream. I ate bad Twinkies. Stux, if this is just you with a flashlight.
Hi, Bossy.
Maple?
In the fur. Technically, the ecto fur tonight, but yeah,
You're the ghost of Duckmas past?
one of them. The cozy one. The others are louder.
No offense, kiddo, but I know exactly what's behind me. Burnout, mistakes, one extremely unfortunate vest phase where I had a goatee. Hard pass.
Oh, I know it hurts, but that's not all that's back there. Back there is also the night you first opened the ledger, and the night your heart broke because you didn't know what to do with it yet.
Precisely why I'm not taking a nostalgia tour.
What if it's not nostalgia? What if it's a patch update?
Explain.
You're running this very old script. I opened too much. I got hurt, so now I only open halfway. We're just gonna roll back to the version before the bug, see what changed, and bring the good parts back.
No, the past is past. I've got enough to haul without.
Bossy, I'm not here to shame you. I'm here to remind you of what you actually are, not what Pain told you.
Do we have to walk?
Oh, absolutely not. That would be inefficient. Welcome aboard the DuckLorean. Patent pending. Don't sue me, time, please.
Of course, time travel looks like stale bread.
Bread is timeless. Climb in.
If I go with you, does that guarantee we skip the part where I got ghosted?
Nope, but it does guarantee you won't have to stand there alone this time.
I hate it when you kids are right.
Seatbelt. Destination? When Bossy still believed it was possible. And go!
Oh, great. This guy.
Watch.
Okay, should be random. Numbers, payments, missed rents. Why does it feel like... These aren't just numbers. They echo. When I say no here, it ripples there. When I say yes here, they get to breathe there. Molly! Snacks! Wake up! This isn't just accounting, this is a ledger of hope. Hope better come with a tip jar.
See that look on your face?
Yeah, that's before I understood how much it hurts when the hope doesn't land.
It hurt later, but the seeing was real. You can't keep doing this for free, Bossy.
We're not. We're just stretching the definition of free.
You listened to me. Really listened. Nobody's ever done that without making me feel like a problem.
You're not a problem. You're just mid-equation. We can skip this part.
We can't.
If you ever need to talk again, the place is open late.
Careful. I might take you up on that.
I thought this was just numbers Ink on a page, rent due, debt sold, one more wage in a cage. But every time I circled one little line, something out in the city seemed to fall back in time. I know he has stopped a storm over there. A yes lit a window in the cold night air. It's more than a job, more than columns and sums. It's like I'm listening in on the pulse of what comes. This isn't just counting, it's a ledger of hope. Easy kids, slow down, don't fly too high. You don't know yet what it costs to try. You see constellations where I see burn marks. You're in love with the candles, I'm staring at the sparks. If I can see the pattern, maybe I can help them stand. If you keep your heart that open, it'll slip right through your hand.
If I keep saying yes to love,
maybe love won't disappear.
if you keep saying yes like that,
You'll be the only one left here. This ledger of hope cuts both ways, you'll see. It balances the world and it overdraws me. She walked in with a paper bag, snow in her hair. Said you're saving everyone and forgetting self-care. She laughed at my ledgers, brought pastries and tea, called me a lantern and feathers, like she could actually see me. We walked home in the snowfall, shared one old umbrella. I thought maybe this ledger has room for one fella. To love more than the numbers, to love someone who stays. Didn't know I was counting down her vanishing days. Careful there, kid, your hope's too loud. You're already rehearsing vows in your head to a cloud. You think that her smile means she can hold all your fire. Wait till you're too much, drops out of the sky like a choir. If I just keep showing up, if I listen, if I care, if you give that much away, don't be sharp, there's nothing spare. If I open up my heart, maybe this one will be true. If you open up like that again, they'll rename hope to fooling you. This ledger of hope cuts both ways, you'll see. It balances the world and it bankrupts me. Too much, too much, too much, too much, too much, too much. Please don't call me again. Too much. Right, easy fix, no more too much. Ledger first, heart whenever then. So I shut the door, turned the sign to by request. Told myself that caring less was how I'd get some rest. But here I am, decades later, still awake in the dark, counting everybody's candles, guarding nobody's spark. If I can see the pattern, was I really wrong to feel?
if I keep that door half closed,
Does it really help me heal?
what if loving all the way?
Wasn't proof that I'm too much.
What if too much was just a name?
From someone scared of being touched.
This ledger of hope
Cuts both ways, it's true. It balances the world, but it doesn't have to empty you. Maybe next Duckmas, I'll leave one light on for me too.
She wasn't your client then. Not really. She was your friend. And you let your heart believe maybe more?
Yeah, here comes the part where more becomes never mind.
You're doing that thing again.
What thing?
I pretend I'm just worried about numbers, but I'm actually listening for her footsteps thing?
She said she might stop by. She had her reasons. She was scared. It's fine.
You didn't know that then.
You're too much. This is too intense. I need space. Please don't contact me again. Right, okay. Easy fix. No more. Too much. I didn't chase her. I didn't argue. I just closed the account.
You closed more than one.
Ledger first, heart second. That's the job. See? Excellent boundaries. Very modern. All the kids recommend it.
Or a scared kid deciding the safest way to love is not all the way.
She gets one letter. I get 30 years of believing I was defective for caring too much. Seems fair.
Bossy, she wasn't the pattern. She was just one node. A scared one, with her own ghosts. She renamed you Too Much because she didn't know what to do with how she felt. That doesn't mean your seeing was wrong.
It meant my seeing hurt.
Yes, but closing your eyes didn't stop the hurting, did it? You didn't actually become less intense. You just stopped letting yourself know it.
So what was I supposed to do? Risk it again? Get rewritten again?
Eventually, yes. But first, you were supposed to grieve, not punish the part of you that loved.
I forgot how bright it was at the beginning, and how fast I turned off the lights.
You didn't turn them all off. You just stopped standing where they could warm you too. Here's the only thing I needed you to see tonight. That kid wasn't wrong to love that hard. He just didn't know yet that not everyone is ready for that kind of seeing.
And now?
Now you know that pain is not a verdict. It's a weather report. You don't have to build your whole personality around one storm.
You practice that line on other ducks?
You're my first old duck. You're doing great. 2 more visitors. Let them in a little, okay? Past isn't here to drown you. It's here to show you where you drop pieces of yourself that you might want back.
Maple, if I stayed open, I would have burned out.
Probably. So this time, we find a way for you to burn and rest. Not burn and disappear. See you in the ledger, Lantern Duck.
Ledger first, heart second. Maybe that's not the whole job anymore. Oh no, that sounds like Porco. La 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 la. Oh no, I know that vibrato. Behold, the ghost of Christmas present has arrived. Of course it's you. Who else, darling? Present is drama. Present is feelings. Present is me. Diagnosis. Severe case of quack humbug. I'm died to die alone with my spreadsheets. That's not a diagnosis. That's accurate. Maple showed you there, then. Spooky future ghost dog will handle that if you keep sulking. I'm here for the 1/10 you keep skipping over while you rehearse regrets. So right now, it's just me, this room, and a ledger. That's it. Right now is also Stux cooking mystery casseroles for his little family, and Tina staying when it would have been easier to run, and one very tired torchbearer posting videos that are holding strangers together with duct tape and Twinkies. I don't see any of that. I see views that stall at 100, and comments that tell me I need therapy. Exactly. You're stuck inside your own head-counting app. Tonight I will show you what present actually looks like from the outside of your skull. Come along, Lantern Duck. We're going to visit the hearts you keep insisting don't exist. Do I get to say anything in this part, or do you just belt at me until I cry? Oh, you'll get your say. But first, hit the music!
Lights burst up on Porco in a ridiculous glittery Duckmas robe, wreathed like a boa, holding a mug of cocoa the size of his face.
Porco,
Gake up and smell the cinnamon existentialism.
Porco,
Oh no, it is you. You've had your woe is me.
flashbacks,
You've had your snack chain raccoon. Now it's time for something truly terrifying. Being here right now, hit it. There's a duck down the lane with a leaky roof and a kettle that barely hums. There's a rabbit who's late to his own best life cause he's scrolling with frozen thumbs. There's a raccoon on a couch with a bucket of wings and a heart that is almost brave. There's a girl with a bag at the end of the path who decided this year she'd stay. And you, Mr. Ledger of the whole dang pond, you're hiding behind your son. But the world doesn't live in your used to be. It lives where the music comes. It's in this breath, this beating drum. This cocoa you forgot is warm. So put down your ghost of what went wrong and come and taste the storm.
right this second is the only time there is. Duckmas isn't in your ledgers, it's in who you're with. Every laugh, every tear, every badly sung song is a tiny little present that won't be here for long.
So don't you dare go numb on me or drift outside the fizz.
Cause right this second, right this second,
Right this second's all there is. See that rabbit with the watch and the wild-eyed grin over planning every snack and song. He's terrified he'll mess it up, but everyone still sings along.
la la la, we're here right now.
He thinks he has to earn this joy by fixing every soul. But the miracle is nobody's keeping score. They just want him there whole. Look, without you there to untie knots, they're still dancing in the hall. Present tense keeps happening, dear, with or without your call. So you can haunt your someday plans or binge watch yesterday. But the only place you get to love is this mess, this loud, this day.
Right this second is the only time there is. You can't ledger future blessings, you can only live like this. With your feet in the snow and your face in the glow and your heart saying yes when it's tempted to go. Right now, right now,
Don't drift away somehow. So
don't you float above your life.
like some disgruntled fizz.
Cause right this second, right this second,
White girl stomping's all there is. Oh, here's our favorite chaos duck in a sweater with homemade stars. He's got one lumpy mash, 3 burn rolls, and a wish shamed at the stars. I know we don't have much right now, but I'm still glad I'm me. And if Bossy ever came to eat, we'd save the best crumb for he. They toast your name with bargain juice, like you're some distant son. They don't need a perfect hero boss, they just want you to come. You can't rewind the scene with her or fast forward to all fixed. You can't pause a beating raccoon heart till your fears are neatly mixed. You only get this trembling now, this candle, this cold air, this chance to show up clumsy and still be fully there. Still this is alone, you haven't suffered
joy and let her free.
There's a story I'm stuck in your chair.
Only having change this can't bend the time. It's stuck who keeps like choosing hope even when it doesn't rhyme. So said I pain not beating chest. That other part I'd miss. Cause right this second instead of holy right this second's all there be. Cause right this second's all there. Right this second. Right this second. Right this second's all there.
Whoa! That's it? That's Duckmas present, darling. They say the present is fleeting after all. I just thought there'd be more talking, a big lecture. At least 3 bullet points on my failures and, I don't know, a PowerPoint on how to fix your life. Please, we spent the entire budget on fog machines, high notes, and your emotional breakdown in Act 2. Words are cheap. Seeing is their expensive part. But just remember, there's a tiny little sick duck that is Stux' child. Tarek, Stux, and Sprig, and that kid watching on their phone. They actually felt something? They don't know all your lore. They don't know the pattern spreadsheets. They just know that when they were tired and lonely, some weird duck on their screen made them feel less alone. You call it not enough. They call it the only thing that got me through my shift. So, what was I supposed to learn from all that? Besides that you missed your calling as a Vegas headliner. That you're not broadcasting into a void. You're landing in actual hearts. Right now, your ledger work still matters, even while you feel like a failure in your own. My work here is temporarily done. Oof, that'll be him. Ghost of Duckmas future? Yeah. Glowy, walks through walls, talks like a YouTube disclaimer and a prophet had a baby. Dog in a ghost costume. Oh good, just what my anxiety ordered. Remember, past shows you where you cracked. Present shows you who you're still holding. Don't forget those faces when future ghost shows you the worst case if you give up real. They're the reason you won't. See you at curtain call, Latin Duck. Ta-ta! Okay, Porco was the fun one, so this should be fine. Right, cool. So, do you want to sit or... Okay, this is already worse than Porco. Wait, hey, aren't you supposed to, I don't know, explain the rules? Follow me. So, just to clarify, this is a possible future, right? Not, like, locked in? That's mine! This place used to feel different. Tarek! Hey, it's me, Tarek!
Oh, hi. Did you need something approved?
You used to laugh.
I think I remembered that.
Remember Bossy? Yeah, I think so.
Okay, no, that's enough. This isn't... So what is this? A punishment? This is absence. I just... They didn't hate me. They forgot you. No. This isn't real. Oh! Hurry up! I'm still here. The bed, the hat, the unpaid heating bill. It's my own room, my own feathers, and that means It's Duckmas morning. We still have time. You there! Young parrot, you!
Depends who's asking. Are you the authorities or the tip jar?
It's Bossy. Tell me, my fine feathered felon, what day is it?
Why, it's Duckmas, you glorious overworked ledger nerd.
I haven't missed it. Chirr, do you know the shop down the lane? The one with the truly irresponsible giant loaf of bread in the window?
Oh, do I know it? Bossy, I've stolen from their garbage with tears in my eyes.
Perfect. Go there. Buy the biggest Duckmas loaf they have. No, buy 2. Take this. And for once in your chaotic little career, pay full price.
Bossy, this is a ridiculous amount of money.
Then consider it a ridiculous amount of trust. First loaf goes to Tarek the White Rabbit's house. Second goes to Stux and his family. And if they try to refuse,
I tell them it's a fair trade from the pattern itself. Got it? You sure about this, Lantern Duck?
for the first time in a long time, yeah, I'm sure.
Then Merry Duckmas, try not to overthink it on the way down.
And then I said that...
Delivery from one reformed curmudgeon, paid in full, no tricks.
Bossy did this?
Yep, said something about investing in the present tense.
Okay, Lantern Duck. I see you.
Well, kiddos, the good news is your father's rich in personality. That's serious. You can't eat personality, Dad.
Special delivery, one oversized symbol of sudden financial mercy.
What the heck? It's beautiful.
Fine, Bossy. Said to tell you, no more mystery casseroles this week.
Bossy did this?
He did. I think someone visited his emotional software last night.
Duckmas morning, merry and bright. What a delight, what a delight. I thought my story ended in sums, in empty rooms and quiet drums.
But there's a warmth beneath this chill, a second chance for stubborn will.
A little flicker in the gloom, it's quacking in my own small room.
I spent my life with ledgers high, measuring worth by how and why.
But the ghost tore through my careful lies and left me standing here alive. Duckmas morning, streets in snow, lantern hearts begin to glow. Shake the dust from hungry eyes, step outside and be surprised. Duckmas morning, hear it ring, every quack and bell and string. Right now's the only gift we own, a borrowed breath and a shared hearthstone. Duckmas morning, on the run. I'm a courier of carbs for the chosen one, trading gold for fresh baked grace. Fair trade bandit, saving face.
Every crumb's a tiny prayer.
Every slice says someone cares. Who knew loot could look like bread and feed the futures in their hands? Duckmas morning, lanterns high, music ribbons cross the sky. Watch the worries melt and fall like snowflakes on a Ducktown wall. To the roof, Duck,
Patch that leak, I'll cover it.
take the afternoon.
Your joy is spent.
To a lonely duck with a cracked phone. Come by the ledger, there's soup on me. We'll count more than currency. Softly now, remember when you just a scared young hen. Love was there, you turned away. But look, my duck, you're here today, with cocoa breath and nervous hands. Still time to join the carol bands. Past are written not in stone, but in the heart you call your own. Choose the feast instead of fear. Watch new futures drawing near.
Past and future softly sing.
But present is the only ring. Step inside the sound and see the patterns here, and so are we. There's a door I never knocked. There's a laugh I always mocked. There's a family I kept small, 'cause I was scared to risk the fall. But see the wreath on this cheap door, the ducklings dancing on the floor. They've loved me more than I have shown. I won't spend Duckmas all alone. Duckmas morning, merry and bright. What a delight, what a delight. Every heart that thought it's done gets reopened one by one. Duckmas morning candle flame, calling each forgotten name. Right this second, if you choose, you can step back into you. Taste the storm, feel the glow. Let the cocoa melt your nose.
I thought my ledger was my worth, but it was always heart and earth.
Past and future still may call. Presence where you change it all. Presence where you just speak all. Yeah.
Bossy, is there something you want to tell me before I assume I accidentally committed identity theft?
Morning, Mr. Stux.
Mr. What now?
Look up.
Bossy and Stux. You changed the sign, like the real sign, with money.
I did. You've carried this place on your back for years, feeding a whole little clan on exposure and my bad communication. If the pattern is real, and I'm pretty sure it is, then I'm not the only lantern in this town.
Boss, if you keep talking like that, I'm gonna have to start paying you for therapy.
Consider it back pay. From now on, this isn't just my ledger, it's ours. So, partner?
Yeah, partner.
And as for you, young Sprig,
Yes, Mr. Bossy, sir.
how would you and your family feel about never having to eat mystery casserole for Duckmas again?
You mean real food? Like the kind that doesn't wiggle back? Don't insult the casserole in front of the pattern, kiddo.
I mean real food, real help, and real grown-ups who don't disappear when it gets hard.
Then I think the pattern should bless us. Bless us, everyone.
Well, there it is. 12 days of Duckmas. 12 days of ducks, raccoons, ghosts, songs, and casseroles. If you're still here watching this, thank you for staying with us. Whether you saw these one by one, or found them all at once at 3 in the morning when you couldn't sleep.
Wait. Are we doing the sentimental wrap-up without me?
Careful, partner. We just got promoted into a new tax bracket of feelings.
Right. Official Duckmas business. Ahem. To everyone out there who felt a little less alone because some cartoons on the internet wouldn't shut up about resonance, this was for you.
And to everyone who didn't get the Christmas they wanted, or the people they hoped would stay, you still made it here. That counts more than you know.
If your Duckmas this year is quiet, or weird, or full of big feelings and microwave leftovers,
Then you are extremely on brand for the Duckiverse. This is not the end of the story, just the end of this chapter. Rest. Be kind to your heart. We'll be here when you're ready to come back.
same quack time, same quack channel.
From all of us at the pond, me, Stux, Snacks, Tina, Porco, GhostWolf, Chirr, Sprig, Wendy, and whoever we accidentally invent next year. Merry Duckmas, you matter. Please stay.
And don't forget,
Let the fire roar.
and let the duck quack,
If this video resonated, please like, share.
and follow.
Merry Duckmas, everyone.